I'm here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, with our APAC leadership team, and we are doing a podcast from here. It's been an amazing week. And first up is Sreejith. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Jeremy.
How's your week going?
Really good. I'm in a lot of activity, and we've been, spending a lot of time figuring out how to build our APAC market, especially Malaysia. Landed in Singapore, looking at how we can expand, how can we add value back to our customers, candidate, people that we have, and create a brand in this part of the world. So thanks for making that trip, Jeremy.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's been great. So talking APAC in general, had a lot of growth. What are you most excited about from an opportunity perspective?
Yeah, the overall opportunity for us to build a brand in APAC is the most exciting part for me. When I say the brand, it involves creating a brand which is a promise. For me, brand is a promise of a certain quality of service to our people, to our customers, to our candidates, and also transforming a company from a staffing firm into a purely professional services company.
Yeah.
And provide greater value to our customers is the most exciting things for us. And the market is big for us. There's a lot to do. So
you're talking about our evolution from staffing firm to professional services, but we've also evolved a lot just in the time that you've been with us, coming in and really being a fledgling operation just in India. But let's talk about the evolution you've been a part of since you've joined us.
That's a great journey down the memory line. I always knew that we have a great opportunity to build a fantastic company in this part of the world. Starting in India, which we were initially be a North American company for a pretty long time. And taking all that learning and what we do in the US in particular, bringing it to APAC. And sometimes APAC is not one country. It's multiple countries, huge opportunity, huge economies, but different flavors from a local standpoint. So starting that in India when we were very small, bringing all that quality processes, learning, leadership from the mothership, and really, building that back in India and then to Malaysia and now to Australia. It's a journey. So today we started off, I don't remember, maybe 7 people overall. And from there to today, including contractors, we are 700 between 3
amazing.
different countries around building a company of $20 million today. And most importantly, we can talk about revenues and countries growth. It's the leadership that we have built in India, Malaysia, and in Australia now. That I'm most, and the people that we have below them are the most exciting part of or fulfilling part of that journey.
Yeah, the culture is, I get to experience it firsthand when I travel. It's the culture of the team, the leaders, and everyone involved is really a high point for me. Able to spend time together, see how everyone interacts, and you can tell that, a lot of core value alignment. As we look at APAC and we talk about India, Malaysia, and now Oz, what are you doing to make sure that there's good collaboration and sharing of ideas and leveraging each other's, skills, experiences, possibly customer bases? Yeah. What are you doing there?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. And collaboration is one of our core values. And that's a core value for a reason, because that one thing is actually get us connected and being able to respond back to the market much faster than the competition does. I've read somewhere that technology is faster than you think. Now, the adoption of technology, adoption of knowledge, it's not limited to one country, and collaboration is so big and there's business imperative. And what learning that you have in America, in that coming faster to APAC. And you see the global companies are everywhere. And if you look at our customer base today, is 96% is global companies.
Wow.
And that in itself, that, if you don't collaborate between these countries, we'll be left behind in terms of the learning. Yeah. That's one. And also we don't have to go through the setback to learn something. We can always learn from each other. So that's why we have a leadership that in the APAC and in the global stage, we collaborate a lot together. So Malaysia is learning from India. India is learning from Malaysia. Australia is learning from both India and Malaysia, and vice versa. So though there's different markets, we collaborate to make sure that we learn faster. And sometimes we also have customers that work in different geographies, and we support them. So it's even more critical for us to do that when we we have global customers that we have part of our system. So absolutely.
That's amazing.
And also technology. Today, if you look at Bullhorn, we use Bullhorn in every market. Just that we customize it according to the country, but the mainstay of providing a greater service to a candidate and a customer, and also connecting it with all the other technologies that we have, it still stays. So I think there's a lot of learning on that part as well. Collaboration is the key for all this.
Yeah, that's awesome. Tremendous growth across APAC in the region. What's next in the coming years?
Yeah, I mean, when I look at the overall market opportunity, Jeremy, I think we are still scratching the surface. But I'm really proud of the fact that we took the company from nearly zero to a 20 million today. That's just the revenue numbers. But more than that, around 1,000 contractors probably in the next 1 year. And then building, like mentioned earlier, provide a higher value proposition to our customers, going in the up in the value chain with project solutions, team solutions embedded into what we are doing, which is providing great candidates, great resources to our customers on the IT space. Also expanding the labor market to suit to what the requirements are. If I really have to summarize from a purely revenue perspective, I think $100 million in the next 3 to 5 years is something that we look at. We might open up new geographies, but we didn't want to open new just for the sake of opening. Right. We want to make sure that we have a long-term plan for a particular country, and that aligns with the global strategy that we have, and also how the market is evolving.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, there's tremendous opportunity here. You can feel it. I can feel it every time I travel. And being at the GBS Summit here today, it just feels like there's opportunities for companies like ours to step in and take a bigger role in leading the transformation that's coming. They're looking for companies to step up. Do you feel that? And is that common, or is that something that's unique to maybe Malaysia?
No, it's common across all the geographies that we are currently operating. Now, we talked about a lot about AI and what's happening in the technology world, what's happening in terms of how companies look at services in particular, right? So there's a lot of change happening on that area. As the buying behavior, I call, from a customer is changing, the expectation for what service as a good quality, what perceived as a good quality service is changing. So yeah, I mean, my takeaway from GPS and also the other conferences that we are in is that the customers are looking at companies like us to do high quality work and also adopt technology much quicker. The low level repetitive jobs that you're seeing in the market would go away. Technology will replace it. AI will replace that. But what is not going to go away is the human element working together. So the human element is something that we are really good at. We adopt technology faster, get processes that helps our customer, doing complex work. And what I'm really proud of is the people that we have. The quality of people we'll have is the most important thing in terms of, taking us that journey. All that I'm looking at is how can we accelerate that journey to be ready to provide a greater quality of services to our customers. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's great stuff. And just kind of in closing, what are you most excited about here as we start to wrap up 25 and look at 26? What's getting you kind of pumped up?
I'm really proud of the fact that we have a really good team in place. The foundation is there. The leadership is really supportive. As a company, we are always future ready. We might not be the largest company out there, but I believe that we have the best people in the company. The one of the most futuristic thought process, and we adopting faster in technology. We are always thinking about how do we do better. So we want to continue be on that high value, high touch service category. In that process, if we become the largest, that's fine.
Yeah.
But we want to be the best in what we do.
Love it.
That's what I'm most excited about.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining.
Thank you, Jeremy.
It's been a great week. It's great spending time with you. And thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for all your leadership, and without which was not possible. Thank you so much. And thank you for making the trip too.